chosen one, they have never met anyone like you. A jealous group is going down for coming at you. Listen to me carefully, because what I am about to reveal will shift the way you see your struggle. And if you turn away now, you may miss the very breakthrough I have prepared for you. They have never met anyone like you because I formed you with a depth, strength, and light that unsettles those who live in darkness. The jealous group that rose against you thought they were fighting a person, but they were challenging my hand upon your life, and that is why their plans will not stand. Stay with me until the end, because I am exposing what has been hidden and preparing you for a blessing that will silence every whisper spoken against you. Comment, Amen. You must understand what this truly means. When I say they have never met anyone like you, I am not speaking about pride or arrogance, but about the unique calling I placed inside your spirit before you took your first breath. You carry discernment that sees through deception, compassion that touches broken hearts, and resilience that refuses to bow under pressure. This unsettles those who depend on manipulation and control, because your presence exposes what they try to conceal. That jealous group felt threatened not by your weakness but by your quiet strength, and they moved against you out of fear. I saw every conversation they had behind closed doors. I heard every careless word, every mocking tone, every attempt to block your progress. They believed they were pushing you down, but in truth, they were positioning you for elevation. When people attack what I have chosen, they are not striking flesh alone, they are striking at my purpose, and that always leads to consequences. You do not have to fight for revenge, because I am already handling what they cannot see. Within this moment, I ask you from your heart to like the video, because this word is not random and someone else needs to hear that their battle is not the end of their story. Your simple action can help carry hope to another chosen one who feels surrounded and misunderstood. The reason you must listen closely is because the fall of that jealous group will not look like chaos from your side. It will look like doors opening for you while doors quietly close for them. It will look like influence slipping from their hands while favor rests on your shoulders. It will look like confusion entering their camp while clarity fills your mind. I am not raising you up for pride, but to show that when I defend my child, no scheme can prosper. You have felt the weight of isolation. You have questioned why certain friendships faded and why certain opportunities were suddenly delayed. I allowed you to see who was truly for you and who was attached to you only for advantage. The jealous group exposed themselves through their reactions to your growth. Instead of celebrating you, they resented you, and that resentment revealed their hearts. Comment 1212. Do not fear their temporary noise. What I am doing in your life is permanent. I am strengthening your character so that when the spotlight finds you, you will stand steady and humble. I am teaching you to rely on my voice more than public opinion. I am building your confidence on my truth, not on applause. They misjudged you because they measured you by their own limits. They assumed you would crumble under pressure because that is what they would do. They believed intimidation would shrink you, but they did not realize I was enlarging you in secret. Every attack became training. Every insult became fuel. Every attempt to embarrass you only sharpened your wisdom. You are chosen not because you are flawless, but because you are willing. You are willing to trust me when others doubt. You are willing to forgive when others seek revenge. You are willing to stand alone rather than compromise your values. That willingness is rare, and that rarity is what makes you different. The jealous group is going down not through dramatic destruction, but through the natural consequence of opposing what I have blessed. Their unity was built on insecurity. Their confidence was built on comparison. Their strategy was built on gossip and fear. Structures built on such foundations cannot last. Meanwhile, I am preparing you for stability. I am aligning new allies who will celebrate your success instead of competing with it. I am opening conversations that will recognize your gifts instead of trying to suppress them. I am restoring opportunities that were delayed, and this time they will come with peace attached. Do not lower yourself to prove a point. Do not respond to every accusation. Silence, guided by my spirit, is more powerful than 1,000 arguments. While they speak, you will rise. While they scheme, you will advance. While they watch, you will shine. You may not yet see the full picture, but trust that I am orchestrating details beyond your understanding. I am redirecting paths that once seemed blocked. I am removing obstacles that once felt immovable. I am shifting hearts in rooms you have never entered. The truth is that they have never met anyone like you, because I designed you to break patterns that have existed for generations. You are not here to blend in. You are here to transform environments. You are here to introduce integrity where corruption thrived. You are here to bring light where compromise was normal. That jealous group sensed change the moment you arrived. They felt their control slipping, their influence weakening, their narrative unraveling. Instead of adjusting, they attacked. But attacking a chosen one does not cancel the calling, it accelerates the revelation. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method, now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are still here because I have not finished with you, and the pressure that tried to silence you has only confirmed the weight of your calling. I am continuing what I began, and you must hear me clearly now. The jealous group believed time would weaken you, that exhaustion would make you surrender, that doubt would cause you to shrink back into the background. But instead of shrinking, you have grown deeper roots. Instead of breaking, you have become more focused, more prayerful, more aware of my presence guiding you step by step. They are confused because the very tactics they used against others did not work on you. They tried exclusion, but I gave you peace in solitude. They tried rumors, but I strengthened your reputation through quiet consistency. They tried to provoke you into reacting emotionally, but I trained you to respond with restraint. What they do not understand is that I was building endurance inside you long before they ever formed their circle against you. I want you to see something clearly. Jealousy is never about the person being targeted. It is about the insecurity inside the one who feels threatened. The group that came against you saw qualities in you that they wished they possessed. They saw courage when they felt fear. They saw clarity when they were confused. They saw discipline where they had compromise. Instead of learning from you, they chose to compete with you. Comment 333. This is not about proving yourself superior. This is about recognizing that I placed a distinct mark on your life. When I mark someone for purpose, it becomes difficult for average thinking to coexist with that calling. Your standards will feel higher, your boundaries will feel stronger, your direction will feel clearer. Those who operate in small mindsets will interpret that as arrogance, but in truth, it is alignment. I allowed you to witness their behavior so you would never again settle for environments that tolerate disrespect. I needed you to see the difference between genuine support and strategic association. Some people stand near you because they believe proximity will benefit them. Others stand with you because they honor who you are. I am separating the two so that your future is not contaminated by hidden agendas. Do not mistake this season as loss. It is refinement. Every relationship that fell apart under the pressure of your growth was not built to sustain your destiny. Every conversation that ended abruptly was a sign that the connection had reached its limit. I am pruning what cannot bear fruit so that what remains will multiply. The jealous group is slowly unraveling from within. Distrust is entering their circle. Misunderstandings are increasing. The unity they once displayed publicly is weakening privately. This is not because you fought them. It is because division naturally grows where jealousy is the foundation. What was held together by comparison cannot survive when comparison loses its target. Meanwhile, I am expanding your influence in subtle but undeniable ways. People who once overlooked you are beginning to notice your consistency. Opportunities that once bypassed you are circling back. Conversations are shifting in your favor without you having to defend yourself. I am allowing your work to speak louder than their accusations. You must remain humble as this unfolds. Victory without humility leads to the same downfall as jealousy. Keep your heart soft. Keep your spirit teachable. Remember that the same grace protecting you now is the grace that will sustain you later. I am not raising you to look down on anyone. I am raising you to demonstrate what integrity looks like under pressure. There will be moments when you are tempted to confront them publicly. There will be moments when you want to reveal everything you know. Resist that urge. Exposure is my responsibility. Your responsibility is obedience. When I choose to reveal truth, it will happen in a way that requires no defense from you. Comment 777. The reason they have never met anyone like you is because you refuse to play by rules rooted in insecurity. You do not respond to manipulation with manipulation. You do not answer gossip with gossip. You do not trade your peace for temporary satisfaction. That restraint frustrates those who depend on chaos to maintain control. I am teaching you the power of silent confidence. You do not need constant validation to know who you are. You do not need applause to confirm your value. I have already confirmed you. I have already called you chosen. That identity cannot be revoked by human opinion. Understand that being chosen does not mean being exempt from opposition. It means being equipped to overcome it. The resistance you faced was not evidence of rejection. It was evidence of impact. When your presence disrupts unhealthy systems, those systems push back, but disruption is necessary for transformation. You have wondered at times if you were imagining the hostility. You have replayed conversations in your mind, questioning whether you were overthinking. Let me settle that uncertainty. What you sensed was real. The tension was real. The coordinated energy against you was real. But more real than all of it is my protection surrounding you. I have shielded you from plans you never discovered. I have blocked doors that would have trapped you in unhealthy alliances. I have redirected you away from situations that would have drained your purpose. Even when you felt confused, I was positioning you for clarity. The jealous group may attempt one final effort to regain control. They may try to re-enter your space with false kindness. They may pretend misunderstanding to test your boundaries. Be wise. Forgive, but do not forget the lessons I taught you. Love them, but do not grant access that compromises your peace. I am aligning you with people who are secure enough to celebrate you. These individuals will not feel threatened by your growth. They will be inspired by it. They will recognize your strengths without trying to compete with them. They will correct you with respect and support you with sincerity. Could a CIA-revealed brain ritual be the quickest path to a life of luxury? Newly uncovered CIA research has exposed a powerful brainwave method that is helping ordinary people attract wealth almost immediately. This 7-second at-home ritual, verified by 4 neuroscience labs, is shifting people from debt to dream houses, cars, and trips. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate, because this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is gone. Your season of isolation was preparation. Your season of misunderstanding was protection. Your season of silence was strengthening. Now you are entering a season of visibility that will surprise even you. The same qualities that once triggered jealousy will now attract opportunity. Do not rush this transition. Allow me to unfold it step by step. Sudden elevation without inner stability can be dangerous. I am making sure your character matches the platform I am preparing. When the spotlight increases, so does scrutiny. But you will stand firm because your foundation is in me. The downfall of that jealous group will not be your focus. Their decline is simply a byproduct of opposing what I established. Your focus will be growth, service, excellence, and gratitude. As they face the consequences of their choices, you will be too occupied walking into new doors to dwell on the past. You are chosen not to intimidate, but to illuminate. Your life is a reminder that integrity still matters. Your journey proves that quiet faithfulness outlasts loud manipulation. Your resilience demonstrates that truth does not need to shout to be powerful. You are stepping into a level of clarity that once felt impossible, and I need you to understand that this clarity is not accidental. It is the result of every tear you cried in private, every prayer you whispered when you felt misunderstood, and every moment you chose restraint instead of retaliation. While they were watching you with suspicion, I was watching you with approval. While they were counting your flaws, I was strengthening your gifts. What they meant for intimidation, I transformed into preparation. The jealous group believed pressure would expose weakness in you. Instead, it exposed discipline. They assumed that isolation would make you desperate for acceptance. Instead, it made you selective about who receives your time and trust. They thought discouragement would silence your vision. Instead, it sharpened your focus and forced you to depend on my voice more than public opinion. You must see how different you are. You do not move from impulse, you move from conviction. You do not chase attention, you carry presence. That difference alone unsettles people who rely on noise to feel significant. Your calm confidence feels threatening to those who hide insecurity behind loud displays. I am teaching you that being chosen often means being observed. When light enters a room, it naturally reveals what darkness tried to hide. The jealous group felt exposed simply by your integrity. Your consistency became a mirror they did not want to look into. Instead of adjusting their own behavior, they attempted to dim your light. But your light was never theirs to control. I am the source of it. I placed that discernment inside you. I planted that resilience within you. I breathed that purpose into your spirit long before anyone else recognized it. And what I breathe into existence cannot be suffocated by gossip or group tactics. Comment 555. There is something else you must understand. Their jealousy was not only about your gifts, it was about your freedom. You are not easily manipulated. You are not easily pressured into compromising your values. You are not easily intimidated by coordinated opposition. That freedom is powerful because it cannot be bought, threatened or negotiated. They wanted you to seek their approval. They wanted you to adjust your standards to fit their comfort. They wanted you to feel dependent on their validation. When you did not bend, their frustration intensified. What they did not realize is that your security comes from me, not from social acceptance. I have been strengthening your inner life so that your outer success does not corrupt you. I have been building patience in you so that promotion does not make you reckless. I have been deepening your faith so that visibility does not distract you from your purpose. What is coming requires stability, and you are being shaped for that stability now. The unraveling of that jealous group is happening in layers. Secrets are surfacing, loyalties are shifting. The same whispers they used against you are turning against each other. This is not revenge. This is the natural collapse of unity built on insecurity. When comparison fuels connection, the bond eventually fractures. You may feel tempted to watch their downfall closely. Release that temptation. I do not need you to monitor what I am handling. Keep your eyes forward. Keep your heart clean. Keep your focus on growth. The greatest victory is not seeing them fall. The greatest victory is seeing you rise without bitterness. There will be new doors opening soon. Some will surprise you because they were once controlled by those who resisted you. Influence is shifting. Authority is being reassigned. Respect is being redirected. What was once withheld from you will now be offered without you having to beg for it. Comment 999. I want you to guard your response carefully as favor increases. When opportunities multiply, remain grounded. When recognition expands, remain grateful. When people begin to acknowledge what they once ignored, respond with grace. You are not here to embarrass anyone. You are here to demonstrate what faithfulness produces over time. You have endured subtle attacks that others never noticed. You carried tension in environments that felt spiritually heavy. You sensed conversations change when you entered rooms. You felt the undercurrent of resistance beneath polite smiles. I saw all of it. None of it was wasted. Every uncomfortable season strengthened your discernment. Now you can sense intentions more quickly. You can identify insecurity disguised as friendship. You can recognize when competition is disguised as support. This awareness is not meant to make you cynical. It is meant to make you wise. Being chosen does not mean being isolated forever. It means being refined until you are aligned with the right circle. I am connecting you with people who will not feel threatened by your growth. They will challenge you without competing with you. They will celebrate you without envying you. They will correct you with love, not with hidden resentment. Is it actually possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A leaked CIA-backed study introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to pull money toward you. People who were once struggling are now living their ideal lives with luxury homes, new vehicles, and travel. But this information may not stay online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. The jealous group underestimated your endurance. They thought you would grow tired of standing alone. They thought you would eventually compromise just to feel included. Instead, you grew stronger in solitude. You discovered peace without constant affirmation. You discovered confidence without applause. That independence is powerful. It means your identity cannot be shaken by shifting opinions. It means your value is not tied to temporary approval. It means your direction is guided by conviction, not by crowd pressure. This is why you are different. I am also teaching you forgiveness, not because they deserve your trust, but because you deserve freedom. Bitterness chains the heart. Resentment clouds discernment. Release them internally, even if boundaries remain externally. You can forgive and still protect your space. The elevation coming to your life will be undeniable. It will not be forced. It will not be manipulated. It will not be borrowed influence. It will be authentic growth that reflects years of quiet obedience. When it arrives, some who once doubted you will claim they always believed in you. Smile, but remember the lessons of discernment. You are entering a season where your voice carries weight. Words you speak will influence decisions. Ideas you share will shape outcomes. Presence you bring will shift atmospheres. That is why opposition targeted you early. Impact always attracts resistance before it attracts applause. Do not fear future challenges. Resistance will still appear at higher levels, but you will not face it alone. Each battle you survived has increased your spiritual maturity. Each attack you endured has strengthened your resilience. Each misunderstanding has clarified your priorities. You are not called to be liked by everyone. You are called to be aligned with me. When alignment is secure, opposition becomes manageable. When purpose is clear, distractions lose their power. When identity is rooted in me, jealousy cannot define you. I am drawing you deeper into understanding, because what is unfolding around you is not random and it is not temporary. The tension you endured was never just about personality conflicts or misunderstandings. It was about assignment. When a chosen one walks into a space, dormant insecurity wakes up. When someone carries clarity, confusion feels exposed. When someone carries conviction, compromise feels threatened. The jealous group reacted to what they sensed in you before you even fully understood it yourself. They felt your momentum. They saw your discipline. They noticed that you did not rely on flattery or manipulation to move forward. That unsettled them because it meant you could not be controlled. You must see how rare that is. Many people are guided by approval, by trends, by shifting opinions. You are guided by principle. You pause before you respond. You reflect before you decide. You seek alignment instead of attention. That difference makes you unpredictable to those who depend on predictable reactions. They tried to provoke you into lowering your standards. They hoped you would respond in anger so they could justify their narrative about you. They wanted you to react emotionally so they could point at your reaction and call it instability. But you restrained yourself more times than you realize. That restraint protected your future. I was watching when you felt the urge to defend yourself publicly. I was present when you replayed conversations in your mind, thinking of what you could have said differently. I saw the nights you questioned whether silence made you look weak. Let me reassure you now. Your silence was strength, your patience was maturity, your restraint was wisdom. Comment 222. You are learning that not every battle requires your voice. Some battles require your endurance. Some require your growth. Some require your faith. And some require you to simply stand still while I move behind the scenes. The jealous group built their strategy on the assumption that you would eventually break. They assumed your confidence was surface level. They assumed your faith was temporary. They assumed your peace was fragile. But your foundation is deeper than they imagined because it is built on me. Understand this clearly. When I choose someone, I do not choose them for comfort. I choose them for impact. Impact disrupts systems that thrive on mediocrity. Impact challenges norms that were never healthy to begin with. Impact exposes hidden flaws. That exposure can feel threatening to those who prefer familiarity over growth. You are not responsible for how others respond to your calling. You are responsible for how you steward it. If they feel intimidated by your consistency, that is not your burden. If they feel threatened by your progress, that is not your guilt. If they feel unsettled by your integrity, that is not your fault. I am increasing your awareness now because you are stepping into a broader environment. The stage is expanding, the influence is widening. With that expansion comes greater visibility. Greater visibility will attract both admiration and resistance, but you are equipped for both. The unraveling of that jealous group is becoming more visible. Cracks in their unity are no longer hidden. Disagreements are surfacing. Trust is eroding. The same energy they once directed toward you is now turning inward. You do not need to intervene. What is built on insecurity cannot sustain long-term stability. Comment 1010. I want to speak to your heart about something deeper. There were moments when their rejection hurt more than you admitted. You may have told yourself it did not matter, but it did. Being targeted by a group can feel isolating. It can make you question your belonging. It can create subtle self-doubt. I allowed you to feel that discomfort because it detached you from dependency on human validation. You were never meant to derive your identity from acceptance by insecure circles. You were meant to derive your identity from me. That shift is powerful. When your identity is rooted in me, no group can redefine you. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families who were struggling are now moving into dream homes with peace of mind, but this secret could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. You have grown more discerning through this process. You can now sense envy disguised as encouragement. You can detect sarcasm hidden beneath polite words. You can recognize forced smiles and hollow compliments. This discernment is not meant to make you suspicious of everyone. It is meant to protect your peace. There is a new level of boldness rising in you. It is not loud,